Yeah. These are my winners, okay? These are my winners. I don't really know. Is the door really open? That's the question we should be asking. Is the door really open? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing okay and everyone is doing well. Welcome to another week of Love Island reviews. So as I usually end up always say, number one, if you haven't yet subscribed, of course be sure to subscribe and definitely join the family. And second of all, please get cozy and comfy with a hot Ribena and your snacks, and I really hope you enjoy the rest of this review. Okie dokie. So before we do actually get into the episode, I'm just going to be very honest. I do feel like that episode was a tad dry. As an opener for the week, it didn't really give strength. Okay, it definitely didn't really give strength for me, but let's get into this. So firstly, let's speak about the morning. As you guys know, in the morning, literally every single morning is literally gist night. So gist for the girls, gist for the guys. The girls are talking about what happened at night and how things are going, and the guys also speak about how they're feeling as well. So as you guys already know, this is literally this is literally post recoupling. So the girls are basically just speaking about how they're feeling, and the guys as well. The guys, mainly Jay, Davide and Charlie, were speaking about Ekin-Su. Davide of course speaking about Antigone, which he needs to learn her name, by the way. He keeps calling her Antigua, unless I missed something, but that's definitely her name. Her name is definitely Antigone, right? Yeah, so Davide calls her Antigua. I'm not even sure why. Not really much I want to speak about other than Tasha. Again, I don't really know why this storyline has traveled into a new episode, because I can literally watch paint dry. I find the Tasha and Andrew storyline very underwhelming, and you guys really know how I feel about Tasha and Andrew, and those views 100% aren't changing. But she was basically informing the girls about the guys who were shaking their head at the recoupling. Personally, I just kind of feel like, Tasha, if you don't care and you really like Andrew, then people are always going to have things to say about the person you're in a relationship or couple with. Whether you're happy with it or you're not happy with it, it's okay. Do you get what I mean? So personally, I don't really feel like Tasha should kind of look into this even further. If she does really like Andrew, she shouldn't let the opinions of others bother her. Anything else I want to flag? Paige. So yeah, as you guys know, so Paige is in a couple with Jay, and Jacques is currently in a couple with Damiyah. Love Island producers are so messy, okay? They're actually so messy, because they paired Jay and Paige and Damiyah and Jacques next to each other. So whilst Damiyah is sleeping and Jay is snoring, Paige and Jacques are really doing up handsy hands. Excuse me, you guys are not in a couple, but we're going to speak about Jacques and Paige very soon anyway, so let's just leave that one there. Moving on, we can briefly speak about Tasha crying again. I don't want to sound rude, okay? I don't want to sound rude or harsh or anything, but I just don't get it. Do you know what I mean? I just don't understand. I did mention this in my last review, which was Friday's review. When Tasha was speaking to Andrew, she was saying, oh, you know, I just feel like week one Tash is different to Tash now. Babe, why is week one Tash and week three Tash different? You're the same person. You're actually the same person. So for me personally, I'm just not really here for the whole storyline. Andrew was basically just trying to comfort Tasha because she was sitting by herself on a bed outside and just chilling. And yeah, she just, yeah, let me stop there, okay? Let me actually just stop there. We can move on briefly to Charlie bringing Ekin-Su a drink. So Charlie brought her, I believe it was a coffee with like oat milk or something like that. I guess that was quite nice, because personally, I don't actually know or think, I don't believe, that Charlie likes Ekin-Su more than he likes Tasha. So it's quite interesting to see that he's, you know, starting to make an effort for Ekin-Su. I guess you guys already know that Ekin-Su is a certified lover girl, so this is of course things that she likes. But whether or not Charlie is actually fully interested in Ekin-Su, that is very questionable for me. Especially because, as you guys know, in the episode later on, her and Tasha end up going for a brief chat. So we're going to get into that very soon, but for me personally, I'm not really sure if Charlie is really here for Ekin-Su. So let's briefly move on to Jay pulling Paige for a chat. Okay, I don't think they suit. I'm just going to be very blunt. I don't think they suit. I think Paige, either they don't suit, or Jay's personality is just very bland, and maybe he just needs to show himself a bit more. You guys already know that in my last review, I did mention that my cousin had a little theory, okay? Just a little one. And I honestly do feel like I am somewhat starting to agree with that theory. I feel like the transition between Jay liking Ekin-Su and then wanting to get with Paige for me was quite interesting. Yes, of course, he did have a very huge interest in Paige when he did enter the villa, and I guess Paige as well somewhat wanted to get to know him as well. My cousin did have a theory that basically he wasn't really too pleased with the fact that the public didn't really like Ekin-Su, because if you guys remember, Ekin-Su was in the bottom 3 for the ladies, so maybe he thought this would be a great way for him to ditch her and then latch on to someone who he clearly can see is the public's favourite. I don't know. I just kind of feel like the Jay and Paige situ, I don't know if it's going to develop any further. Jacques was speaking with the guys, basically wondering how different her and Jay's chats would be compared to him and hers. Personally, once again, I feel like the guys are chatty patties. I have already said this, but I'm not saying I don't feel like Jacques is in the right position to speak about this, if that makes sense. But at the same time, like, you're the one that told Jay to crack on with your girl, so you shouldn't really be wondering as to what's going on there. If you like Paige and you think she's going to come back and this is a test, then just leave it as it is. I feel like all of the side comments are just a bit blah. But personally, I currently do feel like Jay's quite boring, and unless his personality does poke out a bit more, I definitely don't think that him and Paige are going to become a thing. But let's see, you know, it's early days, let's see. So let's move on to Davide and Jay speaking, okay? Because then I started thinking, are Davide and Ekin-Su going to become an item again? So Davide and Jay were having a little chin wag, of course, as they do, and Jay was basically saying, like, it comes across like, you know, you and Ekin-Su have unfinished business, like maybe there is an opportunity for something to actually cook. You guys already know that Davide's pride is on 150 million, okay? Davide's pride is up here, and he has made it very clear, especially in numerous episodes as well, that there is no possibility of myself and Ekin-Su getting together again. He basically was saying that, you know, if the door, basically, if he decides to open the door again, that she's 100% going to come back. And I feel like that's just because Davide knows that Ekin-Su definitely finds him very attractive. But I don't really know. Is the door really open? That's the question we should be asking. Is the door really open? Do I see Davide and Ekin-Su getting back together? That'd be very interesting, okay? Very, very, very interesting. But the way Davide has made his pride seem over the past couple of episodes, I don't know if that's going to develop further, but you never know. You know, it's early days, you never know. So let's move on to the nighttime. Dami and Jay was speaking about Paige and the door being open. Dami is 100% the Love Island counselor, if I'm going to be very honest with you, 100%. He's always advising his guys, and we like that, okay? We like a guy that knows how to give good advice. But he was basically telling Jay, like, you know, just crack on and see how things will go. I do think that is very valid advice, because of course now they are in a couple, and I guess Jacques has given him the go ahead. But I do feel like Jay 100% maybe playing a game, if I'm going to be honest, but he is trying to make sure that he's very strategic when it comes to his situation with Paige overall. But I don't think Dami gave him bad advice, if I'm going to be honest. It's a game. Shoot your shot and let's see if you score. Let's move on to Paige speaking with the girls. I did note down, and I also tweeted this, that outfit was very interesting with those pearls. Very questionable, okay? I know that this theme for Love Island is all about sustainability, but that outfit was very interesting. But anyway, she was speaking with the girls about how she feels about Jay, and that she's still very much interested in getting to know Jacques as well. She did also make a very interesting comment that says it's not about who she's better connected with, it's more about who she's better suited with, or something along those lines. Personally, for me, it's very clear, and you guys have seen this as well, that Paige 100% does like Jacques. I guess she is quote unquote open to getting to know Jay, but it seems like she's leaning more to the Jacques side anyway. But she did end up speaking to Jay about the situation, and I just kind of feel like the storyline's being a bit dragged, okay? I love Paige, you guys know I love Paige, okay? She's a darling, absolutely love her on this channel, but I just feel like the situation's a bit dragged. Like, what do you want to do? She's like, oh, the door's definitely open. Okay, is it open? Is it closed? Is it bent? Is it balls? Like, what exactly is this door? Because the door is open, but you and Jacques are doing up huggy, kissy, smoochy, smoochy, and Jay can even see this as well. So I do find it quite interesting. So let's move on to Tasha and Charlie. They were speaking about the Ekin-Su situation, and Charlie also wanted to know how Tasha was doing, especially because, as you know, she has displayed, you know, signs of being quite distressed in the villa with the whole situation. Tasha was saying, you know, me and Andrew have something special. My head is definitely scrambled. And they both did agree that there is certainly a spark there. Once again, I don't care for the storyline. I have to be very honest with you. Like, I think Tasha is given very much confusion, and she does need to make up her mind very soon. I did already say this, and I do 100% stand by my statements because they are my statements. But I do believe that she did use Andrew as a safety net, and Andrew's also been a Didinry as well, so he's not really picking up on Tasha's actions. If you want to be with me and you want to be certain about me, then Charlie, Charles, Chimwa, and all these other people, I don't know why I'm saying all those names, anyway, all these other people basically shouldn't really be on your mind. So Tasha saying that her head is scrambled and she's not really the same as she was in week 1 doesn't give for me, and you're not gonna fool me. You're not. I don't want you thinking that I hate Tasha, by the way. Literally, it's just a show, but the storyline is just boring. I don't care for it. So let's move on. Let's move on to the storyline I do care about. I know you care about it too. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's have a small convo. But let's speak about Dami and Indiyah. So Dami and Indiyah were chilling, you know, as they do, you know, having a good chat. And she ended up getting a text, and the text was that they were going on a date night. The Love Island producers 100% don't read tweets, because we already agreed, especially on Twitter, that the ship name for Dami and Indiyah was going to be Indami. And in case you don't know about that, it's because of Indomie, and Indomie is you must know about Indomie. If you don't, definitely Google it. But Indomie, you know, Dami being Nigerian, it just made a lot of sense. But the producers said Damiyah. Interesting, it still works. We can still work with that, but Indami, I think would have made more sense. So let's go back to the date, because these are the scenes that we wanted to see. First things first, the song choice was Chef's Kiss. I definitely love that song, So Into You by Fabulous and Damiyah. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check out that song. It's just a, you know, it's just one of those songs, just I'm so into you. Yeah, a very, very, very nice one. But they're basically speaking about their journey and also what she wants in a guy and vice versa. Dami's eye contact throughout that date was what? He was looking into Sis's soul, okay, literally looking into her soul. But she was also saying that she definitely feels, she definitely sees a future with him, and they even have a mini handshake. And I said, yeah. These are my winners, okay? These are my winners. I know it's definitely early days, but right now we are definitely loving the Damiyah or Indami scenes. So really, really, really cute. Let's go back to the villa, because it was literally given villa date. Back at the villa, Ekin-Su and Davide were speaking. I said, No. It's not this that I'm seeing with my eyes. Ekin-Su and Davide chatting, having a good combo, banter. Say it ain't so. Honestly, say it's not so. So they were just having a conversation, and as much as I feel like it was a very friendly convo, there is definitely a lot of cheekiness still between them. Maybe they still quote unquote have unfinished business, who knows, but I feel like there definitely is a lot of cheekiness between them, and it'll be very interesting to see if that definitely does pick up. It's funny though, because as you guys have seen in the previous episodes, Davide honestly loves to take digs at Ekin-Su, and I don't think he does it because he wants to get back with her. I think he does it because he honestly wants to make her experience hell in that villa for as long as she's there. So it's quite interesting, because in the confessionals, Ekin-Su was like, oh, I don't know if this is friendship or if this is love, and I'm just thinking, I don't think it's love. Maybe it's friendship, but Davide honestly hates your guts, so yeah. But honestly, it would be very interesting to see if things do pick up between them. But with the way Davide has been moving and how much he said, you know, even, oh no, I'd rather leave this villa single than get back with Ekin-Su, it just makes you think, I don't think anything is going to progress there. So let's see. So let's come back to Team Damiyah. They ended up coming back. One thing that I did really notice and I did really like was, I think maybe, although we don't get a lot of scenes from them, the people in the villa definitely see a lot of love and growth between Dami and Indiyah, because literally, I don't know if I've seen the whole villa excited to see someone come back from a date as much as they were celebrated. So of course the girls end up going to speak to Indiyah, getting the gist, and the guys end up speaking to Dami, getting the gist as well. Overall it was definitely a good day. Even Dami was like constantly smiling. He said that it's really good vibes between them. I think he even said I still have lip gloss on my lips. So it would be really nice to see Dami and Indiyah, you know, kind of like go to full length, because right now I do think they have a very good relationship that is growing. And it just goes to show as well, don't let people block your blessing, because did we ever see Dami smile this much when Amber was in that villa? No. Did we see Indiyah smile this much when Ikenna was there? No. Don't let people block your blessing, okay? You don't. So yeah, really nice to see that we are getting more scenes from them, and also seeing their coupling progress in the villa as well. Not really much that I really want to flag out next, if I'm going to be honest. It was literally just the night time. As you guys know, when the night cameras are on, you can somewhat see what the islanders are speaking about. They have subtitles, of course they've got their mics on. Tasha was having a chat with Andrew, and she was basically saying that she feels like what they have is too good to be true. Once again, sis is definitely giving confusion. What does that mean? What exactly are you trying to tell me? I need Andrew to open his eyes wide and basically not put all his eggs in one basket when it comes to Tasha. So I think Castle will be very interesting to kind of like shake up their dynamic a bit. But even that, just Charlie being in that villa seems to be shaking up Tasha's dynamic as well. So yeah, don't really care for the storyline too tough, but I understand that it's necessary to keep the episodes going. We can briefly move on to Jacques and Paige. So Jacques and Paige, as you guys know, their beds are like co-aligned, but they ended up leaving to basically have a little chat on the stairs whilst everyone was sleeping. Jacques was basically just telling her how much he really cares about her, and she said that, you know, you've got nothing to lose, that everything was all good. I did tweet this, and this is the question I kind of want to leave with you, alright? I don't know if I feel like Jacques is being 100% genuine. Is he just saying that he really cares about her because he understands that there is a potential that she could end up coupling and really liking Jay? Or or is he just saying that because he genuinely, as he said, he doesn't want to be heartbroken, and maybe it takes him a while for him to open up, and now he honestly feels like he's met his best friend and he really wants to make things work with her. So it'll be interesting to see how those dynamics pick up as the episodes go on this week. But right now I'm a bit 50-50, okay? Paige is a certified lover girl, and I just don't know if Jacques is as genuine as he's coming across to be. I don't. So last but not least, as you guys know, we got a tomorrow night, and I'm so glad that Love Island brought this back, because in the first week we weren't getting tomorrow nights, and it's just like, okay, do you want us to watch Bread? Give us small gist of what's going to happen tomorrow. But the main gist of tomorrow's episode, or from what we did see in the mini clip, was Gemma and Ekin-Su just having a little altercation. Not altercation like physical, but obviously verbal. Gemma was getting quite heated. I believe it's a situation to do with Luca, about Gemma's head turning, and of course Dami was in that conversation as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting, I guess, to see that, because we haven't really heard much of Gemma and Luca's storyline, I guess. But yeah, overall, I don't really know how I felt about that episode. I think it was a slow burner for the first week, so I'm hoping that the rest of the episodes this week definitely make up for that 1 hour. Yes. So guys, that is the end of tonight's episode. Yeah, not much more I can say, in all honesty. Not really much more that I can say. Of course, today is Monday, so we are in for another week of reviews. As always, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe, and also please be free, feel free to let me know what you also thought of that episode down below. You guys know I love reading your comments as to how you found that episode as well, so yeah, please feel free to comment down below. And yeah, if you haven't yet subscribed, of course be sure to subscribe as well. But other than that, I want to thank you so much for watching. I'm actually really tired, so I'm going to quickly edit this post and go and sleep. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please do take care, and I shall see you tomorrow.